All right, it's a rainy Friday afternoon here in Oregon, and we're getting ready to head south to Quartzsite, Arizona. It's a 1,300-mile drive. There's snow expected in the pass, Siskiyou Pass, where Mount Shasta is at the Oregon-California border. So we're going to be heading the coast route to try and keep to lower elevations and go see the redwood trees in Northern California. And head on down from there. We expect it's probably going to take 3 to 4 days to make the trip, and we'll be posting updates along the way, so stay tuned. Thanks. All right, we're in Albany at a truck stop getting some fuel. Just put $100 in the tank because fuel is really expensive in California, and I want to fuel up as much as I can in Oregon. We had a few issues already this morning on the way down here. We've had to make several stops. My mirror came loose, and that requires a ladder to tighten up the bolt that holds it in position. Fortunately, we hadn't gotten very far down the road, and we were able to stop at my mom's house and borrow her ladder and cinch that thing up. I had a concern with my steering, where it was kind of feeling a little notchy, you know, in the middle of its travel. So I was kind of concerned about that. So I stopped, got out, put on my coveralls, put a block under there, under the bus, aired it up, got under there and checked the bolts just to make sure the bolts we had worked on, to make sure they were tight, and they are. So maybe I'm just getting used to how that feels. We've had a few stops trying to look for a good price on fuel and a place that we could get in. We found a truck stop that was reasonable. A lot of them are really high. We found diesel for $2.99 a gallon here. No games. A lot of them advertise a price, and it's, you know, with a PUC card or some crap like that. So we're getting ready to head down the road here. We're going to be staying the night at the casino in Coos Bay, trying to avoid driving at night. And that's obviously not happening because of several complications and stops we've had to make so far. So it's going to be after dark when we roll in there. I-5 south. It's a gloomy, rainy Oregon day. You don't want to move here, it sucks. It's 7:30 a.m. Saturday morning, and we're at the Mill Casino boondocking. Spent the night here. I'm doing my safety checks on the bus, making sure everything's good to go for the day's driving ahead of us. Look over there, there's a schoolie with a roof raise on it. That's right there. So open up the engine compartment and just take a look at everything, look for any fresh leaks or anything. Just checked my transmission fluid and my power steering fluid. I see that my air compressor here is still leaking on that bottom plate a little bit, even though Scott Crosby and I took that plate off and permatexed it and put it back on there. Damn thing's got a leak on it. I checked all my tires. I gotta check my engine oil and coolant. Engine oil looks about the same as when we left. We use an RVI brake controller. The deal with this thing is that it's got a little compressor in it. It plugs into the cigarette lighter adapter, which on a JL Wrangler Jeep, there's a little kit you can buy that will bypass the fuse for that. Well, it doesn't bypass it, but it makes that hot all the time. Otherwise, that cigarette lighter turns on and off with the power from the ignition switch. But anyways, transfer case in neutral, and this little guy, it senses when you're applying the brakes. It's got an inertial sensor in it. That's how it works. And then it talks to a tablet on my dash. The tablet on my dash confirms when this thing is braking and how much it's braking. It gives you a visual indication of that. And it will start screaming at you if there's a breakaway.
Got in the bay.
So we just went through Port Orford, Oregon. On the coast, there's some really nice scenery of the ocean off to the right, occasionally through the trees. This stretch between here and the California coast is one of my favorite stretches of road. When I very first bought a bus, my first bus, I was driving north out of California on this stretch of road, and it was a good stretch of road. We were able to really haul ass, open it up, and I was having a good time driving the bus, really enjoying myself, and I liked this stretch of road. Look ahead at what it does. It's a great place to put on some tunes and just enjoy the road. There's some stretches of it that are straight and wide. Yeah, we still have that infernal whistling coming from the door. I haven't been able to figure out what it is. Had some landslides here. We're having what's called a king tide right now. So the waves are really big and the water is coming up really high. So we stopped at a little wayside for a little break here, and this is a really nice little viewpoint. Let the dogs go potty. There's some big logs out here in these waves getting smashed around. See those logs rolling in the surf out there? So I got a few issues that I'm dealing with now on the road here. Frustrating. My rear backup cam is completely fogging up. It's not the camera itself, but the window that it sits behind is fogged up, and my front window defrost has stopped working. It used to work just on high, now it doesn't work at all. I have this fan though, fortunately, and the bus heat is working, so I'll be able to keep my window defogged, but that's really annoying because I was using that a lot in my night driving. So I'll have to troubleshoot that, but I'm not going to do it out here on the road. It's probably going to require disassembling my dash, which is really a big job. We're in California now, Northern California. Stopped to let the dogs have a potty break. Kind of a nice stretch of beach here. We're in some redwoods. Some little ones. On the hill. Steep hill. Look at that 6V92 TA working.
Really bumpy.
Yeah. I'm grinning though. We're in the power band now. Let's see if we can pull this hill. Oh, I don't want that tree sticking out. There's a trunk on that thing. You see that?
Yeah, saw that. Some really good picture spots around here.
Oh yeah, well there'll be more because these are little trees.
Yeah.
We'll get some big ones in a while.
I'll actually get out my camera and like fix it.
you remember what percent grade it said this was?
Nope.
I think it's a 6 or 7% grade.
What does that mean?
Steep. We are using our jigs. That runaway truck ramp's a little early, I think.
Yeah.
They just barely started down the hill. So our jigs are holding us at a nice 55. Our speed is increasing as the hill gets a little steeper here. Touch of brakes. And I am in third, not second. So if I want additional braking, I can downshift on a jig action. I'm going to go ahead and downshift just for giggles here. I'm going to go ahead and just toggle them off. Roll up to, I'm going to keep it second. Roll up to about 2200 RPM or something like that. And it's a lot less steep now, so I'm going to go ahead and upshift. Back on the gas. Jigs off. Look at that. Look at that steep ass gravel pit you gotta drive into if you lose your brakes on this hill.
Yeah. The other one looked kind of like,
Not nearly as good.
yeah, very, very bad.
Yeah. So this will tell us the percent. 6%. There's some cattails there. Oh, that's grass, right?
Yeah. No, that's not cattail. Cattail looks like a hot dog.
Right. I am using the jigs, you just can't hear them as much because there's no divider here. Shut them off. need to clean the windshield.
Definitely. It's really bad.
Don't you love sharp corners at the bottom of the steep hill? I've seen far worse. That was nothing. I think that might be it for the steep hill. What's that?
I don't know. That's an elk! Holy shit.
It is. It's an elk. Hope you got that on camera.
Barely. That was
Big
so
old bull elk.
That was so cool.
I could have honked my horn and scared the piss out of you.
No, I would have ran into you.
This must be some kind of an elk preservation area because they had something about for elk information called blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Chain radio.
He was just hanging out there.
Elk
A viewing.
viewing. Use Davison Road. Okay. So this must be kind of a reserve area like we have in Oregon too. Off of 38 where we went through it in the dark last night.
Elk Meadow Cabins. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that must mean there's some elk around here, huh? Maybe we'll see more.
Maybe.
Look out this field for some elk. That's kind of turf they like.
Oh, there's a lot back there.
You saw some elk
Oh
back
my,
there?
no, those are cows.
They don't like swampy stuff. They like just fields. Moose like swampy stuff. That's too wet. So is that sun's getting low in the sky. Don't want to drive at night, so we found a place to stay. A little RV park, kind of on the north end of the redwoods. So we're in for the night at the Stafford RV Park, just north of the Avenue of Giants in the Redwoods in Northern California. And they have this really awesome little treehouse thing here we're checking out. Oh, this is so cool. It's just inside of a burned out stump then, huh?
The stump house and the top of this stump house and stump.
Wow.
Homemade for a butch. Love
And look at this door.
it. Big door, huh? Top door.
That's awesome. It's got a chain handle.
Yeah. There's a logger. The boat.
It's 2 stories.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So there's a bed.
The glass is Butch's friend knew the glass to the lead glass.
Sweet. Hi, cowboy.
Hey.
And of course it's built with wooden rails. That's cool. Is that open?
Yeah, that's a big heater inside. It's warm.
Oh, there's another bedroom up here.
Tables, burls.
Yeah. And there's a little patio.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Cool, huh? Sorry. This the bank blue glass, thick one,
Oh yeah. It's
400 pounds.
wow.
Me mowing arms up there. This
Wow.
one.
So that's really thick glass in there.
Stuff.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't know the prices. 35 a day or 40. I don't remember. Sorry.
It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. But no toilet.
Right, you have to go use the toilet over there that the rest of us have to use. Basically a 2-story tree house that you can stay in. It's pretty cool. Stained glass in there. So these are numbered? What's
The cabin era tents. Like
Oh,
tent.
okay.
1, 2, 3 up there. 12.
So he said it took the loggers, the old loggers, 2 days,
No, 5 day, 1 tree.
5 days.
3 days axe and 2 days saw. 5 days, one tree.
Yeah, wow. So you had to be tough
Oh,
to
yeah.
be a logger back
Look,
then.
6 hours a day because sun, right? No doctors, no the people's actors.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta work during the daytime.
Oh yeah. In the winter.
Go ahead and do my end of day safety checks. I just look over everything here as far as the toad and the tires and all that. Check my oil. Oh, I gotta do that from the other side. Check my fluids. Look for any new leaks. Gotta go around the other side, check my oil. So we got situated here. We got 30 amp power, and it was $31.50 a night with our Good Sam discount, which is great. It's a Saturday and there's like nobody here. Well, there's one person over there, but nice quiet little place. It's got a pretty good vibe. There's a bunch of full-timers living out front, but everybody seems friendly so far, and we're gonna get situated, get a good night's sleep, and head out and see some big trees in the morning.